Hello, everybody. Well, I'm still trying to destash, and I've got all this stuff that I'm gonna make some of it into little piles to go in those destash bags that I've got going. I'm still trying to get stuff in there, and they held a lot more fabric than they do paper. But I said I was gonna put some of this stuff in there, so I'm gonna try to do that. Um, I'm gonna stack it aside, and then I'm gonna fix 10 little piles while we're sitting here talking, and that'll help me get those out Wednesday morning like I need to. So hi, Candy and Sarah and Patricia and Joan and Glenda and Cheryl. It's good to see all of you. Boy, y'all are fast. I think I'm going to put the kinds of things I want to be sure to get in there on top. I think I've got one of those. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I would do these 10 little piles first while we're all getting in here, and then I'll start on the other stuff. No, next week, Patricia. I'm looking through the looking glass again. Yeah. I'm trying to get some stuff ready to go in those bags, and I had a lot more stuff than I thought, and those bags are not holding as much as I thought they would. Like I was saying earlier, paper doesn't stuff as good as fabric. I stuffed a lot of fabric in these same bags, but they're not holding as much paper. But I'm doing it. It's just not going to have as much of each thing as I intended. So let's see. Hi, Holly. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Janet. Hi, Mina. I'm not sure how. I don't know if I have room to put 10 little piles out here or not. I don't. So some of them are going to have to go somewhere else. But let's see. Scoot that over. I can put one up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll put 2 over here. I've got scrapbook paper and wallpaper and painty paper and book pages already in the bags, and buttons are already in the bags. So all that's left to put in the bags are these little stacks of papers and my fabric and lace. And there's not a lot of lace anyway, so I may end up having to skip out on the lace because there's not much of it, and it takes up a lot of room because it's puffy. So we'll have to see about that. Hi, Cheryl. I'm not sure if I said hi to you or not, but I want to. Hi, Mindy. I'm glad y'all are all here. Okay, let's go ahead and do. I probably should just do one of each thing because so I can get more different kinds of things in there. But I always try to put in more than will go, so we'll see. Yes, I'm doing better, Holly. I'm doing better. I just struggling a little bit, but I'm going to be fine. Just takes some rest and and deciding that you can't do everything in the day. You know, when you accept your limitations, that makes it easier. So I'm trying to accept my limitations and go with them instead of fret over the fact I can't do everything as fast as I want to. Okay. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate all y'all's prayers and thoughts, and um, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Okay. Hi, Mary. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Barbara. I should have watched the Kitten Academy. That probably would have made me feel all better just to watch little kittens being born. Thanks, Mary. Thumbs up are good. I'm always happy to have some. Goodness, sorry. I'm okay, Julie. I've mostly just been down in the dumps. I've had a little bit of stomach issues the past few days, but I think, and headache, but I think a lot of that is more my mental attitude encroaching on my physical state. Or it could be the other way around. Maybe because I'm not feeling good makes me mentally not as happy. I don't know. But I'm moving past it. Goodness gracious, let me get a cough drop. I've been I have put myself in a place where I had a lot more things to do than I really had time to do, plus try to get ready for this trip. And then I found out um my father-in-law is having surgery tomorrow morning, and it stresses me that we can't be there with him because I've always been at the hospital when a family member or friend had surgery, and to know that I can't be there tomorrow really bothers me. And then my stepfather is going to have surgery in a couple of weeks, and unless they change things, I won't be able to be there then either. And that just all kind of came at the same time, and so it's kind of put me in a little bit of a bad mood. But I'm I'm praying about it. You know, I can't do anything from the waiting room anyway. It's not like, it makes a difference in the kind of care he gets, but I'm just used to being there. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, kittens could help. I need to go find me some kittens to watch. The little kittens that were behind our house have all grown up. They're still obviously young, but they're not little kittens anymore. So, okay. My air conditioner is blowing some of these, so I'm going to have to be paying attention here. And it's hard to get these piles on here. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to have to turn it off. Um, I'll turn it back on after I get this part done because I don't want to try to go chasing them across the floor. I would rather be warm than do that. So thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I'm used to being in the waiting room, but not being able to be in the waiting room, that's hard. My dad had so many surgeries. I don't even know how many, 10 or 12. Um, and every time he had surgery, there was family, and then there were friends from church, and we were all up there, and praying and being there to be together, and it's just hard. And I spent, a couple of years ago when Daryl fell and broke his hip, my stepfather, I spent a lot of time up at the hospital then, and so it just feels wrong to not be able to be there. So, oh, it's okay, Joan, don't fret. I'm going to be just fine. Anyway, I decided that one thing that would bring down my stress level was getting this stuff done tonight. So that's why I'm sitting here and doing it while I chat with y'all. I can put these in the packages along with the fabric and the lace if I can fit it in there tomorrow. If I got them ready, then that makes a big difference. Okay, I just want to put the prettiest stuff in because I can't put everything in there that I wanted to. Yeah, thanks, Tanya. I just want to make these into, kind of like little junk journaling kits, I guess. The buttons, I'm using the buttons to hold the bag kind of open so I can stuff the fabric in it later. So that's working out. The buttons have turned out to be a good thing to put in there because they're in a little bag and they kind of stuff at the bottom. Hannah and I both have kind of had a little bit of some kind of stomach something, and we're both determined we're going to get over it and be just fine before we have to go on our trip next week, because neither one of us want to try to do that sick. Um, oh, I like this one. It says groceries I should be getting instead of. Now, if they had one of these with craft supplies instead of shoes, that would be mine. Because I don't buy shoes like that. I buy shoes when I have to because they're so expensive and I have to have certain kinds and they're not gorgeous. So I just buy them when I have to. Oh, well, just keep her in your prayers, Cheryl. I know that, some young people do end up getting a bad case of it, but not the majority. We'll just keep praying that she stays clear of it, or that she can be one of those asymptomatic people if she gets it. That's what I'm praying for my children. Stay clear of it, or be one of those asymptomatic people. Oh, here's another one. This one's a little closer. It's fingernail polish. But I would still rather be having craft supplies. Yeah. There's only one thing worse than shopping for shoes, and that's shopping for bras. And there's nothing worse than shopping for bras. So there's just nothing worse than that. Oh, this is cute. Look at these. Angel Sunshine Notes. Yeah, we have to put one of these in there. They're making, these are kind of big for my piles, but we're going to make it work. Gotta go hang out some more, Shannon. All right, Julie. Well. Oh, these are pretty too. We'll stick one of these in there. It says things to remember, but it's just got pretty watercolor painting on it. Janet, that was Life's Little Instruction Book. And there are several of them, but it was just called Life's Little Instruction Book. And it's a little book about like this, about this size, about that thick. It opens like this. I might could, Tanya, at the Natural Grocers. I might could. I hadn't really thought about doing that. Oh, this is pretty too. Stitching time saves 9. I was going to say saves what? I don't see what it saves, but it's there. You just got to look for it. Yeah, we're taking probiotics. And it's not terrible, you know, it's just uncomfortable. and a little headache to go along with it. So I think that one's, I'm not going to do any more fat ones. We'll just do some of these. Oh, I like this one. It says age is a number and mine's unlisted. I think that's cute. I'm not really that worried about my age, but we're going to stick one of these on to another page anyway. It's a sticky note. You can use it for whatever you want. She's a pretty good example of, you can draw a person that's cute even if it doesn't, you know, obey all the rules. I need to get over my fear of drawing people. When I look at this, I think that's what I think of. I need to get over my fear of drawing people. People paid money for this. I paid $0.25 for it, I think, at the thrift store, but somebody paid a lot more than that for it. Okay. This one says the world is full of cactus, but you don't have to sit on it. There you go. The rule for today. I'm going to give everybody a couple of those because that's something. That's good. They can have one to keep and one to share. See, these were all stuck in the back behind something else. And so I haven't even had them out and used them. I got to find some place where I can. Yeah, I used to make kombucha too. It's been a while since I made kombucha, but I liked kefir better than the kombucha. Okay, let's see. I'm going to skip those. And this one's funny. I think this one's funny. It says, I'm on a 30-day diet, and so far I've lost 15 days. I like that. That's got to go in there. Yeah, I'm making some de-stash bags, and these are little stacks of things to go in them. I know that there are a few people who said they wanted some after I already had sold the 10 that I'm making right now. And I'll see if I can get the gumption together to do some more, because it does help me clean out. They may not have all exactly the same kind of stuff in them that these do, but I got lots of other stuff to de-stash later. Yeah, sort of, Mary. I'm putting them in those bubble wrap flat rate mailer bags that cost $8.50 to mail. And then I said, if you'll pay the shipping, I'll send you one. And if you want to pay a little extra, that would be great. But that's not, a requirement. So it's sort of selling, and it's sort of just you paying for shipping. So it depends. These are kind of pretty. I'll stick these in there. These would go good in a junk journal. Anyway, if enough people want them, I may make a few more. I'm just trying to get these 10 out before we go on our trip. And I definitely have enough note things to put in more. Oh, yeah, I was going to put one of these in there too. Hey, Julie. Well, if you want one, Mary, if I do more, and I probably will, because I've got 2 or 3 other people who said they wanted some. I just don't want to have to worry about it until after the trip. I'm going to get these done, and then when I come back, I'll see what I can gather up to put in another batch. But I can put you on my list. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, see? That's a lot of cute little stuff, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So that's good, because I don't have a lot of space left. These 10 are already spoken for. But, well, that's up to you, Teresa. I can make some more later. Send Mary yours. Okay. All right, Teresa. I need to write that down. I've already got your name on a bag, so I'm gonna write down Mary on that bag so I don't forget. Okay. That's done. Mary, you're getting a bag from Teresa. It's a gift from Teresa. Well, you two decide right there and let me know, because I'll do whatever y'all decide. I don't mind putting Mary on the list, and I don't mind sending her this one if that's what you want to do. I've got lots of little note cards, and so I decided I'm going to put some note cards in too. That wasn't on my list of things, but I was going to put little bags of just little scrap papers, but by the time I got all this other stuff in there, I don't think there's going to be room for bags of scrap papers. So, you're going to wait. Okay. That's fine, Mary. Okay. All right. Let me start a new list here real quick so I don't forget. Okay. De-stash bags. Mary and Terry L. Okay. And I have a couple of other people that told me in Facebook that they wanted to be on the list. So, Teresa. Okay. Okay, Mary, I'm marking you off. Teresa is determined you're going to have her bag. So, if you want another one, you can message me and let me know, and I can send you another one. But I'm going to send this one from Teresa, because she's determined. Let her bless you, Mary. It's what she wants to do. Okay. I think I'm going to keep these out and put them in the box with the extras of these other ones. I don't know. That's a nice little box. See here, I'm sitting here thinking like a crafter. I should keep that box. I should keep that box. That's why I'm in this mess I'm in. Because I think that every time I have something. Okay. I don't know how many of these are in here. Oh, now this one has a clear top. That one will be more useful because I can see what's inside it. So, so I'm going to keep this one. Y'all don't tell me to dig that other box out of the trash because I'm not going to listen. Okay. And these are like cute little postcards. They'll go cute in journals, but they actually have an envelope that goes with them. So I'm going to put the envelope with them because you can use the envelope for something else if you don't want to use it. If you don't want to use this in the envelope. But I thought these would be really cute in journals too, so I got them. I put one in one journal, I think, and that's it. So I'll give somebody else a chance to do it now. Thanks, Tanya. Thanks for the help. Well, I had exactly enough of these. Exactly enough. Okay. Now this one I'll probably keep because it opens and shuts like that. It's a really nice box. It's a really nice box, not just a nice box like the other one. Kendra, don't help me any. Don't help me any. Okay. Now these are really cute. They're maps. Look at this one. It's butterflies. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to keep one of each of them. And I still think there'll be plenty for me to give away. Okay. Let's see if we can do it like this. Okay. I've got one of these left and a couple of envelopes. So somebody used. Oh, no, those envelopes go with these. Okay. All right. So I've got these. I've still got some note cards, see? And I'm going to stick them in here. No, I'll just set them up there because, oh, this is not note cards. This is just note paper. It's also a cute box. When I buy things, sometimes I buy them for the box and sometimes I buy them for the bottle. Sometimes I buy them for what's inside. Yes, that's what I'm doing, Lori. I'm destashing. How are you doing? Okay. And I am going to put these back in this box because I think they will all fit in here. Even though some of them are from a different. And this little box has a little magnet holding it shut. That's cool. Okay. Whew. I can put you on the list, Lori, for when I get back from my trip. I'll try to make some more. What's your last name, Lori? Yeah, send me a message. That'll help. I've got 3 or 4 other people who want me to do it too, so I'll probably make another batch of them. But I wanted to go ahead and write your name down here, but I can't remember your last name. Hi, Gail. Ellingson. Okay, yeah, definitely message me. That will make it easier. Thanks. Okay. Now then, the biggest problem here is going to be getting these piles someplace where they're safe. Let's see. I have some of these. You probably won't get these with it because I love these and I use them quite often for stuff. But for now, they're going to be on here. Try to get. Well, send Marco up here. We need the rain bad, and we're not getting any. I mean, it's terribly, dangerously dry up here. we're having fires. Not as bad as they're having in California and Colorado, but bad enough. We don't want them. Okay. Add Teresa to the next batch too. Okay, thank you, Janet. The handwriting's horrible. It's a good thing I can read it, I guess. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Glenda. Add Glenda to the list. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate your help. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate your help. I didn't see either one of those, so I'm glad that you told me. Hi, Deb. No, you're not too late. All I've done is make some piles so far. We haven't done anything exciting or fun. Bye, Terry. Get some rest. Ooh, almost through. Can turn on the air conditioner again then. 2 more. Okay. I had just enough big paper clips. Just enough big paper clips to take care of that. Okay. And we will set these. Oh. I'm going to just set them down inside this box with all of the bags in it so that and these are just going to have to sit for a while. I'm not going to put them up since I'm going to make more bags. They're just going to have to sit out here for a while. But I do need to move them off my trash can. No, not there. They're going to fall. What I really need to have is a come dig through my junk day where y'all all come in here and grab a bunch of stuff you want. Oh, that's what I really need to do. Oh, Tanya Woodward too. Okay. Be sure and message me or email me. My email is in the bottom in the description box. So one or the other, message me on Facebook or email me. Either way, let me know. Remind me that you're on my list. Okay. Now then, air conditioner. Pizza. Pizza. Now everybody's hungry. Everybody's going, pizza, pizza. Ooh, pizza, yum. Okay, right now I've got Terry, Lori, Teresa, Glenda, and Tanya that all want a bag. Did I miss anybody else? Did I miss someone? Did I miss Candy? Is that what Candy's saying when she says her name? Okay. Email me, Candy, or message me on Facebook. I got you down now. Hi. Okay, Lori, I'll put you down too. I'm gonna write pay girly Lori. Write that in your deal so I'll know, because I've got another Lori, so I don't want to get y'all confused. I need your addresses in that email. That's okay, Tanya. I appreciate it. Ah, thank you, Janet. That's good. Looks like I'm going to have to do another 10 after this. And I'll be happy to do that once I get back. Once I get back from my trip, I'll be all rested and relaxed. And I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done, right? Of course, right. I'm sorry, I'm getting all these notifications and I can't see chat. They go right on top of it. So, okay. Here's another one. All right. Okay. Mystery box page. That's what's next. We've done a lot of pages, but my box is not any less full. So I'll be tired. I might be. I hope not. We plan to just enjoy ourselves, but if I'm tired, it'll be a good kind of tired. It'll be okay. That's fine, Deb. Thanks for letting us know you're here. Okay, let's see. I have gray hair stuck. That's not, I don't want that. It doesn't want to come out either. There we go. I wish the ones in my head were that happy to stay put. Okay, we're going to do these 2 pages right here. That could be a flip too, but we may make it a just do something colorful behind it and let this be our focal point. I think that's what I want to do rather than a flip for this one. We've also got this. I could trim it right here and we could make it the focal point. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do 2 of those. Oh, there we go. We'll do these 2. How's that? This can be one focal point and these ladies will be another focal point. So I need to trim first. The name of this picture is The Song. I'm going to take that off first so I can put it on there some way. Now, if I don't lose it, we'll be good. I think so. And since this is black and white, I can put anything behind it, so we can do the same colors on both pages. I'm feeling like some finger painting. I think that would make me happy. So that's what we're going to do behind these, is just do some finger painting and make a mat for them. Thank you, Janet. These little scissors are nice and sharp, but they're not as easy. They do a good job. They're just not as easy to use because of their little handles. But my ones I love are in the project box somewhere. Probably my tag book project box, but I'm not positive. So I'm using these today. And this one, we're just going to tear it. I forgot my sign. Yes, I did. But you knew anyway. Are you okay?
Oh, you're on.
Yes, I'm live.
Oh, you were recording.
No.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hannah's come out here to try and find something she needs. What is it you're needing?
I don't know. I wanted to look at one of your 12 half pan sounds.
Well, I'll say they're in that box right there. So just take whatever you think you might want to use. You can bring it back later. Okay.
I want to use these, but there's nothing to mix on, no surface prime for mixing and this. So I have to use a plate. I was just thinking that
there's a plate right up there in that shelf.
I have one.
Oh, okay.
I have one I really love.
Okay.
It's not that kind of china-y. It's more of a stoneware feel, so it blends much better.
Okay, well, go use it.
Favorite plate. Just want to go look around.
All right. Sorry about that. That's good, Julie. I'm glad. That way you won't miss me and I won't have to miss you. No, Hannah's spelled right. We spelled it with an H at each end, just in case she was dyslexic. That's what Darren said anyway. Okay. Actually, I'm trying to decide. I kind of like maybe I just want to add more of this kind of stuff for the background. No, I want more color over behind here. All right, let me think here. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? I could use the fairy somewhere else. See, take her out and put this in. But I want to finger paint. So let's just finger paint and forget it. Let's just do that. You're a good mom, Janet. Yeah. She's going to have fun, though. She's going to have fun. Okay, I need something to put. Okay. So there's that side protected. And now we need to protect this side. What do I have to protect that side that I don't have to get up and try to find something? Here we go. Here's some Tyvek. We'll just use that. There we go. Wasn't that easy? It's one good thing about having stuff just thrown all around you. You can just grab something. You can find something to use. Okay. I need a color combo that's 3 colors plus white. You don't have to say white, just say 3 colors, because I'm going to just use white with it. I understand, Janet, but there's not much that feels better than seeing your child that excited, especially when they have an artistic bent and you know you can bless that artistic bent. Green, blue, and lime green. Green, blue, and lime green. Blue, green, and gold. Blue and yellow. Well, blue and green for sure. Hi, Patty. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let me get a blue and a green, and then we'll see what we're going to put with it, because we've got, I think we may have to put copper with it. I think we may have to. And I am really low on blue. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've got these colors of blue. This one's really dark, and these two are really light, and I don't really like them. Those are my blues. And then I've got, let's see, what kind of greens. I've got several greens. That one doesn't sound good. I've got these greens. Y'all can't see those colors very well, but blue from Dollar Tree. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I don't have that over here with these, and so I didn't think about it. Oh, you know what the next question is. So where are those paints from Dollar Tree? Oh, my goodness. They're in their own little box. Oh, there they are. Okay. I actually have 2 blues from Dollar Tree. Oh. I have phthalo blue and deep blue. Wait a minute. I think I have a medium blue. Maybe not. Maybe it's just deep blue. Nope. Okay. I just had 2 bottles of deep blue. So, do we want phthalo blue or deep blue? Phthalo blue, deep blue. Deep blue and lime green. All right, there's deep blue. This is close as I have to lime green. It's called parakeet. Let me put this one back over here and get it so I don't forget where it belongs. With the copper, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Let me look. I have Dollar Tree, some kind of green. Let me see. I just have the light green. It's a lot like the parakeet. We might as well use both of those, though, while we're doing it. And then white and copper. And I have like 3 different colors, I think, of copper. So I don't know if y'all can even tell the difference between those 3. This one looks kind of goldish. It's called bronze, but it looks coppery to me, unless it's next to these. Okay, we're going to choose one of those 2. Someone said silver. Do y'all think silver would look better than copper with these colors? Linda, do you really think silver would look better? If you do, I'll try to find a silver. I'm sure I've got a pewter. I don't know if I even have a silver because it's not one of my favorite colors. Let me see. Tanya and Julie say copper. But I did find a silver, so I actually do own one. Then you shouldn't use silver. Okay. Well, I like to make y'all happy too. Okay, I've got one that's just called copper, and then one that's aged copper. So this is copper, and this is aged copper. And I love them both. So what do y'all think? Copper, aged copper? I think these are, I agree with you. I was going to say, I think these are bright enough the regular copper would look good. Okay, that's what we're going to do. The decision has been made. All right. Now I'm going to start by putting some white down just to put something on the page so the other kind of will mix over it. And then we'll add in colors. Oh, Linda said the darker one. It's Linda's turn. Who is it that we usually vote against? I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I could do what everybody wants. Okay, next time I ask for input, we're going to take whatever Linda says and we're going to do it. So be listening, Linda. I'm not sure when I'm going to ask something, but I'm sure I will, because I do several times throughout the process. Okay. That might be dangerous. I doubt it. I doubt it. We all learn from each other too, so I don't know why my air conditioner's not wanting to come on. Oops. That ought to be plenty of blue, huh? That ain't doodling. Well, I said I was going to do a mystery box page and then doodle on the canvas. Remember? We'll get to doodling when after I do these pages. I promise. We'll do some doodling. That was too much paint, but it sure is fun. I said I was going to finger paint, and I really did want to, and then I pulled out a brush. Oh well, it's all right. I think I need to add some more green. Thanks, Julie. Okay, I need something to wipe off excess onto. Where's my book? Here it is. I haven't been doing very much in my everything book except using it as wipe off book, which shows that this is definitely not my my favorite kind of journaling book, huh? Because I'm just not excited about working in it like I was the ones that I did before this one. So I'm learning from that. That's a good thing, I guess. All right, we'll set that aside. Now we'll add some more green. And some white. Okay. I think I just muddied it up with the white. That wasn't a good plan. That's how we learn. We mess it up. Okay, that was not a good plan. Adding the white wasn't good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and throw some copper in and see what we're doing. Hi, Sharon. And we're going to add a little more green with the copper. And a little more dark blue with the copper. Okay. Oh, now I like this. Okay. See, sometimes it pays to mess it up. Okay, y'all can't see that very good. But that's kind of what it looks like. I'm very brave. Well, it's just paper. It's just paper. And it's fun. Okay. It looks pink and blue. Yeah, the copper adds that kind of pink look to it. But it's really not pink. It's really copper and blue and green. Maybe when it dries, it'll show up better. But I like it. It looks good to me. So let's dry it a little bit. Unfortunately, this is my favorite part right here, and that's going to go away when I put the ladies on. I may have to move the ladies over here, put the bird over here. Okay, I dried it a little bit, but I think I really want to add a little more copper. So probably shouldn't mess with this side at all because I really like this side. Um, but here we are. Let's dry this brush off a little bit. Okay. We lost a lot of our green, but if I keep putting stuff back in, we'll never get dry. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more green because you're right. We really did lose the green, and I want a little green to show. There is some. I can see it here, but it's not really obvious. So, and of course, I put my brush in the water because I was through. Okay. I just want to add some green in. I don't want it to take over. Okay. Y'all still can't see much green, but it's definitely more there. All right, let's dry it some more here. Got some on my page underneath, but that's just what happens. Okay, I want to take this off so it doesn't dry down. But they got stuff underneath. Nope, I'm going to leave it on there. I'm just going to move it out a little bit. Let's see how this one is. See, this one got some. It got some too. That's just the way, that's what happens when you're working in a book. Okay. Now this is, I don't know if y'all can see if I get it up closer, it looks like. But when it dries, it won't be as shiny, and then it'll be easier to see. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Janice. I'm glad you're here. Thanks, Janet. I'm thinking I might want to do something textury. That might be a mistake. But I'm gonna play with it a little bit anyway before it gets dry. I don't know if you can even tell what that looks like. I did it on the side y'all can't see, but um, I think I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do some over here too. Now y'all are probably all going, "Oh, Lisa, you just killed it." What did you say, Julie? I noticed you retracted your message. Did you say no, no texture? Because I didn't see. I'm sorry. So it's got texture whether we like it or not. Thanks, Linda. That's okay, Julie. this feel like a repeat of last week, just all drying time? You could use a stencil and some texture paste. That sounds like a fun idea. Okay. I'm going to move this so I can see what it really looks like. Oh, that's a mess. To get a little off my hands, and then I'll work on that table a little bit too. And Linda has the call. That's right. That's right. So Linda, should I color my texture paste? Because most of the time texture paste, well, I do have some. Let me see what colors I have. I've got colored texture paste. That would be fun. Let me see what I've got. It's still not dry enough to do that yet. We'll have to let it dry some more first, but I think that's a grand plan. A grand plan. Okay, let me dry this off a little bit so I can move the book up. Okay. Now then, I'm going to show you what it really looks like if you can see it. And I don't know if you can. Let's start with this page. If I had, a big name, I could probably put that on a wall in a museum and people would buy it. Because it's really, really pretty. It doesn't look as pretty from your perspective as it does from mine. But since I don't have a name, and we're going to add some texture paste. Let me find some. Just a minute. And a stencil. Need to look for that too. Okay, where's the one that I was thinking I would use? Here it is. I'm thinking something like this or this would be really good on it, just to go over the background. But I need to find texture paste. Okay. I agree, Tanya. And I did say all over, but I didn't mean all over. I just meant in spots. Okay. Linda, I have hot pink. I have metallic white. I have mint. And I have gold. Gold, mint, white, and pink. Those are the colors of texture paste that I have. And I really think any of them would probably look fine on here. So you can choose. We could even maybe choose two and use two different parts of the stencil. Mint, she says. All right. Mint it is. Put these up here. Get them kind of out of the way. Okay, Linda, I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to let you off the hook. Which one of these 4 stencils do you want? The squares, the arrows, the little diamonds, or the circles? Oh no. I don't even know what to do. Okay, y'all let me know if I come back. Okay, okay. Don't blame it on Linda. It's not Linda's fault because she picked a circle. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to draw a little bit more. You hear me and see me. That's good. That's good. Okay, it's still a little tacky. We'll start on this side because it, oh, except right there. Except right there, it's still, okay, I'm going to do some more. I'm sorry. A and T can hear me now, huh? Hi, Nashwa. I'm glad you're here. Okay. I just really would like for y'all to actually see the texture on these pages. They just look really cool. I really like it. Do you sand composition covers before you glue on paper? Are they shiny and slick? Most composition book covers are shiny and slick, and I would sand them, yes. But I have done it without doing that and didn't have any trouble with it. So I guess it's up to you if you want to or not. But I think it would work out better if you sanded them. But I've done it both ways. If it's shiny and slick, it would be best to sand it. Okay, I need to get some mint onto something though, and something to put it down with. Just a sec, just a sec. Okay. It looks like crackle paint. It does a little bit, and that's from the pushing that plastic down all over it. That's what gave it that texture. Okay. That feels kind of runny. Not what I was expecting. This may not be good. Okay. I think I need to kind of squish this around some and get some more out. That was a little runny right there at the beginning. I think it's just because I haven't used it in a while. It was complaining. Now I think this is all right. All right, we'll see. I may change my mind and wish I had done something different, but okay, that was me. That was pure user error. Okay, don't wipe it off. It doesn't come off completely. All right, we're going to try it again. My gesso is actually more liquidy than this is, so if I had a really thick gesso, I think that would work good, but I don't. Didn't have enough. Hi, Jamie. Got a texture paste tube in my mouth. Sorry about that. Oh, that's too much. Uh-oh. We took off some paint because it wasn't dry enough. So we're just going to see if we can put some more texture paste down over it. Okay. Does that look like enough places, or do I need a little bit somewhere else? Maybe a little bit right there. Okay, I like that better now that it goes down to the bottom. Live and learn, then fix it. That's right. Okay, I gotta clean this stencil off. I don't clean it just for paint, but for texture paste I do. So, but it's not like I'm gonna do something major with it. I'm just gonna. Okay. Oh. Bye-bye, Barbara. Have a good dinner. Enjoy. Well, you all know what we have to do now, don't you? Try it. Okay. Boy, have I got stuff all over me. My camera's not in its normal position. I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, we're going to not worry about it. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. And we've got this focal point. And then we've got this one. I think I like it better with him looking at them, even though I like this page and would like to leave more of it open. We're just going to not do that. But you know what I'm going to do next, right? Because I can't glue it down until I do this. One last thing. He's a girl watcher. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're singing too. So he's probably listening too. Ink it. That's right, Teresa. Okay, Tanya. Okay, where did my little piece of paper go? Where it was written, it said the song, I think is what it was called. No, I guess I knocked it off. Well, I shouldn't be surprised by that. Hi, Beth. It's good to see you. I'm a girl watcher as a song. Well, that's one I don't know. Okay. I'm going to ink it. And then we're going to put it on there. Where's my ink? Oh. Will there be craft together sessions on Tuesday and Thursday this week? Yes, this week there will be on my channel. At 2 o'clock, Tuesday and Thursday on my channel. We're going to keep working on our tag books. It's next week when there won't be one. Next week, I'm going to be out of town, and Tanya may go ahead and do something else live, but it won't be our tag book. But tomorrow at 2 o'clock, be right here. While we continue to work on those. I'm just playing with stuff from my mystery box. This is my mystery box journal. And these were the 2 focal points I chose out of the box. And then we painted. And now we're going to glue them down. I do too. I love them both. I love both sides. I just think that it turned out really good. Sorry. What you need, hon?
I just want to hug.
Oh, come here and get a hug. Mm, okay. Yes, go ahead. All right. We're going to glue these down. And then I'm going to see if I can find the words, the song, not the words that came with it because they're gone, but somewhere else. And then we'll, if I can find them, maybe uh, out of a song book, a music book. Maybe I can find something that I can get those two words and we can put them on here. Because it looks like they're taming him with the song. Hi, Sharon. I don't know if that's centered, but it's as good as we're going to get because I'm gluing it down. So what's happening to Cheryl? Okay. I like that. Now let me get find some music paper and see if I can find something that says the song on it. Because that's just simple enough to make me happy for these pages. Okay, I'm going to move this while I look through these. See if I can find something. All right, nothing in that one. Nothing there. Oh, there's song. Yay. Actually, I might just use spring song. Mm. Let's just take spring song and then I'll decide after it if I can find something to go with the bird. Well, there's reveries. We might could use that. I'm so sorry I'm coughing at y'all. Bye, Jamie. Thanks for coming in. We don't want a funeral march. I don't know what mazurka means. Nocturne, we don't want that. Brilliant. Grand Valse Brillante. Maybe we want that. Maybe we don't. I don't know. Brilliant. I could use brilliant. I don't know what VALSE means. Thanks, Tanya. It means fast Polish dance. Thank you, Teresa. Valse means waltz. Is that what you're saying, Patty? That valse or whatever that is means waltz? Good grief. I just read somewhere that our ragweed season is going to be particularly bad this year. I'm believing it already. Valse means waltz. Okay. Well, that might be fun, but I think I'm going to use reveries. What does reveries mean? Maybe I'm not thinking it right. Somebody look up reveries and tell me what it means, just in case I'm thinking badly about it. We'll use valse if we can't figure out what reveries means. I'm thinking it means memories, but I could be totally wrong. Deep admiration or respect. Okay. See, that works for me. He has deep admiration or respect for their songs. So, okay. We'll put these up. If I can get them back in there. Come on. There we go. Thank you, Teresa. Deep thinking, pleasant thoughts. I like that too, Cheryl. Reveries or daydreams. Well, any of those work for me. Those all those ideas are. That's one nice thing about words, or a fun thing, is that often there are several ways that to express what that word means, and all of those are good. So I'm happy. Okay. Let's glue these down. Pleasantly lost in one's thoughts. That's the kind of thoughts to have, ones you can get pleasantly lost in. Okay. Learn something new every stream. That's right. You didn't know this was an educational channel, did you? And I make you do the work. You go look up the words. Okay. All right. We're going to set this aside until tomorrow and let it dry before we try to shut it. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay. And now then I need to put up some of this other stuff and get it out of the way. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry. Oh no. Oh no, don't. Don't. Okay. I did not need a craft-a-lunch. I did not. Oh, here's a picture out of our book that fell on the floor. We'll have to use that as our focal point sometime. Okay. The other thing I had said I was going to do was doodle on this. This has a lot of extra that was tucked up underneath the thing that holds my computer. And I'm just going to cut that and take that off before we... Okay. So we can do something with this another day. Here's some bunch of strings. Yeah, the canvas creation. Yeah. All right. I have a question. I've been thinking about this. And we can just doodle on it, which is what my plan was. But I also thought that we could doodle big flowers on here and leaves, and then paint black all over everything else, to make negative space. So my question is, do we want to doodle all over it first and then decide if we want to make negative space? Or do we want to just go ahead and draw out our negative space and only doodle on what's inside that? Does that make sense? Am I even asking it right? I'm not sure if I'm even asking it in a way that you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay. Do you want negative space? Well, hi, Andrea. I'm kind of thinking I do, but the problem is that what if I know I'll like it if I doodle it, because I like to doodle, on things like this. But if I do the negative space and then I don't like the shapes of my flowers, then I've kind of totally ruined it. But I think it would be pretty to just have a big flower in places that is comprised of these flowers that are already on here. Does that make sense? Like make petals that encompass several flowers. And then what's behind those flowers would be blacked out into negative space. Okay, so see, I've got Janet who says negative space will look lovely. Do the doodles afterwards. Teresa says do an inconspicuous place. Tanya says doodle and see what you think about it, which is good advice. No, I don't want to paint it black and start over. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put a million coats of paint on it. It's got a bunch already. So, but this is a lot of doodling. This is like 30 inches by 20 inches or something like that of doodling. If I doodle all over the whole thing, you see what I'm saying? That's a lot of doodling. And then if I decide I want negative space after that, then I have wasted a lot of doodle time. And that's why I'm trying to decide. Because I know it'd take the rest of the night to doodle on this. And I still might not get finished. I would enjoy doing it. And the fun thing about that is that this is going to be like 3 different journal covers. That's my plan right now. Although somebody said to make it into a tote, which would be fun too. And it's plenty big enough to make into a tote. Whatever I do is going to take time. That's true. Doodle the lines in gold flowers first. A tote and a journal to match. See, y'all are just full of great ideas. You can spend the rest of the night watching me doodle. There you go. Okay, so see? All right, we're going to doodle it. And then I will decide. It's just, y'all evidently have time. And I'm just going to doodle in black first. So I'm not even going to get the white ones out first. Because I always do everything all black and then I add white. So you wouldn't mind if I doodle all night? Okay. Well, I'm going to start with this big one and do stuff with it. And then I'll come back and do stuff with the smaller pens. Oh, you're so cute, Andrea. Sing me a song of your people. Okay. And I think I'm going to start. Woo, that looked like a big bubble of paint there. I'm going to start by going around the outsides of the most obvious big flowers. And I'm just going to go on right over that. There's going to be plenty of those little white ones to deal with. Won't hurt if I go over a few of them. Oh, y'all are funny. Andrea's song's mainly "What am I going to cook for dinner?" Tanya's got ants going down to the ground. Teresa has memories of elephants playing in the band. Uh, you might have to talk while doodling, though. Okay. Okay. I wish I had a fun story to tell. If I had a fun story to tell, it would be easy to doodle and talk. I think I'm going to start out by just doing all of this particular kind of flower and then move on to another one. Okay, let's see. Some places the paint's not thick and that ink is just going straight through. I mean, this black paint. It's not ink actually. We're using it like ink, but it's really just paint. You can sure tell a difference on the where there's plenty of paint and where there's not. One thing I have never tried to do is doodle something this big. I usually doodle right here, and this is kind of all over the place. Now this one I think I'm going to go ahead and let be in the background because it's not very um, it's not as obvious as the other ones. So we're going to let it go behind stuff. It's kind of easy to get lost in the doodling and forget to talk. Sorry. One thing, when you send out as much happy mail as we do, or at least I don't know if you go to the same post office all the time, but there's a couple of ladies at my post office I that are really sweet, and I really enjoy going and visiting with them a little bit, while I'm there. And it's funny because they're always kind of disappointed when I bring in packages that I didn't paint on. But I feel sorry for them right now because they're kind of struggling. Because when I go in there, there are not nearly enough people to take care of all the customers, and they're just working hard. All right, there's only one more of these. Okay. I know it is supposed to go up. That was one of the things they said. I don't know if that will change, um, if they get this, money from Congress. I don't know if that will change what they do or not. Oh, it's buffering again. I'm so sorry. Southpaw Lisa, that's me. At least I'm in my right mind. It's looking better already, isn't it? Lisa Southpaw is new here. Oh, there is a Southpaw. I didn't see her. Oh, okay. Southpaw. Hi. I'm sorry. I thought she was saying I was a Southpaw because I am. What, do you have a name we can call you, or do you just want us to call you Southpaw? I'm happy to do either one. And we're glad you're here. I didn't mean to ignore you. I thought they were making fun of me. Thank y'all for clearing that up. Kim. Hi, Kim. I'm going to do this center of this flower, and then I'm going to write you down on my list so I don't forget your name is Kim. Because if I don't write it down, I'll forget. All right, where's my pen? So now you have to come back. You're part of the family. Oh, that would be fun, Deb. I would love to see. I would love to see you do that. I've been seeing one of those advertisements on Facebook. These new modern kind of paint by numbers, and they've almost drawn me in. Almost drawn me in. I haven't bought one yet because I didn't like the old style, and so I don't know if I like the new one or not. Oh, Barbara's back. You've probably been back a while and I just didn't notice, Barbara, but I'm glad you're back. Did you have a good supper? I tell you, this canvas messes up your Posca pens, um, or I'm just pushing too hard. I do tend to do that, so that may just be me. It may just be me. But the places where it's not painted really well are really rough on it, or at least it seems to be that way to me. At least I'm learning something. I know now that I do not want to paint on a dry canvas with these. Okay. Oh, you just got back. Supper is just now getting cooked. Oh, okay. It already looks better, doesn't it, Janet? Yeah. Um, I don't know. I know a Sharpie, you can use it sometimes, but it goes bad fast. I'm not sure how it will actually work on here. Let's get one out and see. I know I've got one in here. Okay, let's just try it and see. Then we will know. I'm going to do this orange flower right here. Now this, I'm using the tip of this. This is a really big one. So if I use the flat end, it would make a really huge mark. I've probably got a smaller size regular Sharpie out here somewhere. This is just the one I knew where it was. So yeah, you can see that works. It's maybe not quite as bold, but it does work. Oh, there we go. I'm laying it down a little better. Now see, you kind of got to get a feel for your pen. So I guess the answer to that is yes. You definitely can use the let's just go ahead and do another one. The Sharpie. And you can't really even tell a whole lot of difference. Um, between them, a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of these orange flowers in the Sharpie so that they will be consistent. I know that, Andrea, and I happen to have several of these particular ones, so I'm okay with that. So far, it's not messing it up, which surprised me. I want to see if it'll go ahead and do the whole all of these orange flowers, because I have had Sharpie pens that after just a little bit of work they died on me, and this one seems to just keep on going. So I don't I don't know if these bigger ones, just have, if the nibs on them are better, or if there's just more ink in them, or if, but it does seem to be working pretty good. And I don't have that many of the orange flowers, so let's turn this around. Oh, just two more. Okay, let's see. One thing about the Sharpies is that they smell stronger than the Posca pens. So that might be a concern as well. But this nib is really holding up way better than the one time I did this with a regular Sharpie. Okay. Well, that's all those orange ones. I have not sealed it yet. I will after I get finished with it. This was just a canvas drop cloth. That's what it was. Um, so I didn't seal it. I didn't put gesso on it. I just started painting. Um, it would have probably been a better plan to put some gesso down or whatever, but I didn't. I didn't want to mess with it. I wanted to see what it would do. So no, you didn't ruin it for me. I made the choice to check it out and show you what it would do. You don't fret about it at all, Kim. Um, I'm not that concerned about it. It may end up staying just like this, and I know the spray sealer that I use. I know the Sharpies do fine on that because I've Sharpied on other things and sealed it with that, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to do a spray sealer, not a brush one. So, um, okay. Well, let's go back and do yellow flowers now. Thanks, Teresa. I do too. I think the Q-tips worked really well for those little flowers. Um, I think I'm going to have to use a small Posca pen if I decide to outline all those. I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything with them. They may just stay like they are. I think I'm going to go on to the middle with these. It is amazing the difference between the sections where I got a lot of paint on it and the sections where I did not get a lot of paint. I didn't think about it making that much difference with the Posca pen, but it really does. Well, I will spray this before next week, and then we will know how the Sharpies worked. Um, if they don't work, then we'll know that, and we won't do that again, right? That's a learning experience. So I'm not going to fret about it if it happens. I think this pen may be getting, well, no, it's just not painted well over there. I was going to say maybe this pen's getting tired, but it's working fine over here where there's more paint. Okay, let's turn it around again. Oh, no, I won't be here next week. You're right, Tanya. We're not leaving until Tuesday morning, but Monday is my anniversary. And not only is it my anniversary, but I'll be needing to get ready for the trip. Um, so no, I won't be here next Monday. Thank you, Tanya. See, that's why I have you guys, because I say the wrong stuff sometimes. There's not as much paint when you get to the edges of the canvas. One more yellow flower. Good night, Linda. I'm glad you came. I enjoyed having you here. You can tell a difference too just on how it feels when it goes over the paint versus the canvas that's not painted as well. Okay. I'm going to give this one a rest. Lemon cookies and iced tea. Oh, well, I wish I could give y'all lemon cookies and iced tea. Oh, and thank you, Linda, for I plan to have a happy anniversary. I have some iced tea right here. There's more in the fridge if you want to come get some. Okay, this one is 0.13. So is this one. And I can't tell. One of them I think's almost out, but supper is a real possibility. Well, that's good. Hi, Kathy D. It's good to see you. Well, mine is sweetened with stevia. If you don't mind it sweetened with stevia, it can be sweet tea. But that's the only kind of sweet tea. I mean, I guess there is probably some sugar somewhere in my house, and you could put it in there. But I think this is the one that's almost empty. We will see. I'm not necessarily a Southern gal. I'm a Texas gal. And we don't care whether your tea's sweet or not. We just want it on lots of ice. Lots of ice. That's what's important. Okay, that's all we're going to get of that one. Did you give her permission, Holly? Sometimes a girl's got to take things in her own hands, I guess. I remember when Darren went to talk to my parents, even though I was plenty old enough to make my own decision. But he wanted their blessing. So he went to talk to him, and he was really worried about my dad and what my dad was going to say. And it was my mom who was asking all the questions and not sure if it was a good idea. Had we thought about this? Had we talked about that? She asked all these questions. He was not prepared for that. My dad was like, well, if she thinks she's going to be happy with you, I'm happy. But, my mom had all the practical questions. Where are you going to live? What if this job doesn't become permanent? I understand, Kathy, and I was just teasing you. I do like my tea sweet, but I sweeten it with stevia. I'm thinking 3, Kim. I'm thinking I'll get three journal covers out of this. And I'm just gonna. My plan is just to make them whatever size I can get 3 out of it with. But a normal, I think, if I divide this into 3 parts, it'll be about 30 inches wide. So that'd be almost 10 inches tall. So there's plenty of room there. I could make, of course, easily make it smaller. But that's my plan at the moment, is to make 3, unless I do what I think Teresa said, make a tote bag and 1 journal cover, which is a possibility. I hadn't planned on doing that because I have a bunch of tote bags I don't ever use. So I use them when I go out of town or when we go to do a spinning or weaving demonstration. But other than that, I don't use them very much. So tote bags, that is. Oh, I never did see if Holly said, you said yes. Okay, good. I needed to know that. I might not have slept tonight if I hadn't seen that. I'd been worrying that poor girl's off crying. All right. No, here's one more. You tried to warn him. Well, if he's made it 48 years, I'd say that he knew what he was in for and he was happy to have it. So I'm the only girl that Darren ever dated too. Okay, let's see. I guess I should do these little ones here, shouldn't I? Because they kind of hide now. They kind of hide now. All right, let's just start with this one. Since it's very obvious, we'll use it to decide if that's what we want to do. Most of them are kind of hidden. Divine appointment to encourage. There you go. Oh, Kathy, I'm sorry I missed your question. Yeah, the mystery box, I really think now that after I've been looking through it, that it's a box of stuff. When I was sorting through and cleaning out stuff last year, I dumped all the stuff that I really liked in this box and set it aside, and then I never had looked in it. But when I opened it up to look at it a couple of months ago, I couldn't figure out why all this weird eclectic stuff was in this particular box. I mean, it was like it didn't look like it belonged together at all. It was just a bunch of different stuff thrown in there. So I decided it would be a fun project to come up with a journal and then only use paper, the paper things in the journal, only use out of that box and do the whole journal out of that box. So, um, So that's what I'm doing. And we usually do one page each night, but sometimes we do two. One night I did, I think, 6 pages. So just kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day, how many I do. I just saw a purple flower down here I didn't paint. That would not be good. Yes, we're going to tomorrow at 2 p.m. Tanya and I will be continuing the tag book saga. And Thursday at 2 p.m. And then next week I will be gone, so we won't be working on the tag book next week. Tanya may get on and do something else fun, but we won't be working on the tag book. Okay. I think all those copper leaves under there, I'm just going to leave like they are. What do y'all think? You think I should go ahead and I don't and bring those out? I'll show you, Deb. I need a break from this anyway. My hand's hurting. Let me move this and I'll show you. This is my mystery box. It is, I measured it last time. I mean, a while back, but I can't remember how big it was. It's 14 inches long by 9 inches wide. So it's 9 by 14. It's about just a little bit bigger than a 9 by 13 baking pan. And it's about 2.5 inches deep. So this is, and it's over full. Everything was actually in there when I got it out to look in it, but things are kind of piled up in the middle, you can see. So they're not laying in there as easy now. So it's piled up, but I think it'll fill up a journal. Let me find the journal. This is the journal we're working on. These are the pages I did tonight. I don't know if you can see well, I always go the wrong way. But this is the front cover and back cover. And then I've done these pages so far. One reason I wanted to do this is because I've been wanting to play and paint some more, and I haven't done much paint lately. So and this is kind of what is in the book. It was a doodle math book. And then I've done these 2 pages. I accidentally skipped some in there. And these I just laid down a picture of somebody else's painting there and here, and then I painted it in. So that's what I've done so far in the book. But we got lots of book to go. I had this book, it was just a paperback book, and I put it on these rings I got the biggest rings they had so it could expand, because I knew when you start working in it, it's going to expand. And I may end up having to take some pages out of it when we get closer to the end, because there's a ton of pages left and it's already getting fat. So, okay, good night, Kathy. Okay. Good night, Tanya. Sleep well. See you tomorrow. I guess that's a yes. Sorry. I guess I need to go back and read. Andrea, sorry. Let me go back and read. Oh, okay, Deb. Yeah, leave the copper in the background. I agree with you. Okay. There's some green leaves on there too, and I'm going to leave those in the background as well. I think it's time for some white Posca pen. What do y'all think? Oh, yes to Cheryl going to bed. Okay. I was like, what did I miss? Actually, I think I want to do some of these little curls inside here and bring that out. So let's go ahead and ooh, yeah, that looks better. Don't y'all think that looks better? After we do this, we'll get out the white pen. I didn't do this one's really really not wanting to paint over. Some of these I'm just kind of having to make up because I can't I can't see what's really there. This one's really I can't really see that one at all, and this one either. I'm just going to kind of put some swirls in here. And they're not showing up very good. I'm going to have to do another one before I can figure out if it's the paint or if it's the pen. I guess it's the paint. Okay. Okay. You know, Beth, I have been sitting here trying to decide that, and I'm still not sure. So we'll put a poll out. What do y'all think about what Beth suggested, putting black dots, inside these? I'm I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I've been sitting here trying to make that decision. So I'd be glad to have some advice. What you need, hon?
That's pretty.
Thanks.
Can I have some chips?
Yes, you may.
Can I give you some free advice?
Yep.
Never try to do large washes across a 2-page spread with not particularly good watercolor paper and a water pen.
Okay. I can promise you that I will not try that.
Okay.
Thanks for your advice. Sorry you had troubles and it didn't work out for you.
I mean, it worked about as well as it could.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Also, quinacridone rust and turquoise do not make gray; they make green.
Okay. Good to know.
So it's ultramarine that makes gray with quinacridone rust.
Alrighty. Oh. Sorry, she's giving me some advice. I messed that one up. This is a lot of these. It's not turning out so great, but we're going to do it anyway. Hi, Debbie. I'm glad you're here. Debbie says 3 dots. Deb says she always has to put a checkerboard in somewhere. I think we all have our things that we do. Um, right now, I'm just trying to get some black on these. What about copper dots? Well, copper's always good, Beth. Always good. Oh, I understand, Debbie. I did that for years and years. It wasn't until my kids were in um, high school that I was able to start doing this kind of stuff. By the time they're that old, they can do it themselves. But before that, they still need a lot of help. Well, late junior high, they can do most of it themselves. If you make the plans and make sure they do it, you know, but the actual learning, they can pretty much teach themselves at that point. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember those days. The only fun art I got was when I was taught an art class to homeschool kids so that I could get some art in. And that was a fun class to teach. It was just an experiential art class. So um, I don't have a book. Maybe I should write a book. um, but that art class was a lot of fun, and we did. Um, I called it experiential art. So we used a lot of mediums, and you weren't graded on your work. You just enjoyed playing with the different mediums. We had a um, a curriculum sort of that we were following, but it was art history, American art history, and then we played and we had fun. And the fun thing about it was the kids, I did the lesson, and then they did their art project, and then they went outside and played, and the moms all got to sit and visit. So that was fun too. You started over with three littles. Oh goodness. Well, the little ones, that's when it's fun, Debbie. That's when it's fun, because there's so many things you can do with the littles that the big kids, they don't care about anymore. But we did so many crafty type hands-on projects for history and science. That was the little ones are That's when it's fun. That's when it's fun. Of course, right now field trips are not an easy thing to do, and we did a lot of field trips, but um, yeah. Yeah, well, my kids didn't, they didn't have any choice. They were homeschooled from the beginning, so that does make a difference too. But um, oh, good night, Andrea. Flo is Andrea. Yeah, well, that silly detox. That's kind of. I think it's kind of necessary. I know when people started, they would come like take their kids out in the middle of the school year, and they would come and ask me what to do. Um, I would tell them read to them, just read to them a lot, and do fun things with them. Make them enjoy learning. Let them see that it can be fun. Um, and of course, most of them, when they take them out of school in the middle of the year, it's because there's some kind of an issue. And that's different than somebody who's chosen from the beginning of the year to homeschool, because you're not trying to undo stuff. But when you're trying to undo stuff, bad habits or whatever, um, just have fun. But I think the little ones, the most important thing you can do is read to them, and do fun science experiments and that kind of stuff. Things that put some joy in your day as well as theirs. Bye bye, Andrea. I can't figure out where I'm at here. There we go. All right. I think I got all those now. I just noticed some that I had missed. She didn't hear you, Holly, because she's already gone. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do some white on top, and then we'll do look at copper for that in these little things. We'll figure out some way to do copper. Good night, Candy. Sleep well. Yes, I'll be asleep when Mary's on in the morning because that is not a good time for me. That's when I finally really get sleeping good. Oh, okay. Well, the easiest thing to do, and I think really the only thing we're going to be able to do very much of here is just add white dots because this doesn't have, it's just hard to do much else at this point, I think. We made, we did a lot of hands on stuff with my kids when they were young. That was the funnest thing. We acted stuff out, and I had them. They we told stories, so I had them tell stories instead of trying to write them down. And so we would sit on the porch, snuggled under a blanket, and I would start a story, and they would tell the next part, and then the other one would tell the next part after that, and then I would add on to it, and we just kept the story going. Besides reading a lot, that was one thing we did so that they could learn to express themselves. But their favorite part of school was always me reading it to them, even when they got, to be um, in middle school. They still liked having me or their dad read to them. They would always draw while we were reading to them because that helped them remember what we were reading. Okay. Yeah. Little house. That's good. Yeah. Because mine are 21 and 18 now. So, circle of doom again. Oh no. Yes, Beth. I did. I do not regret a minute of the time it took, and it took all my time. But I don't regret a minute of it. It was precious, precious time. It was tiring and frustrating at times, and I couldn't. I didn't always pick the right curriculum, and we had to change sometimes. But if I went back, I would do it again. Okay, we're almost got these yellow flowers dotted. There's so much on here. There's not as much extra stuff that we can do besides dot inside the black. And that's a little bit sad because I like doing lots of other kinds of doodly stuff too. But um, there are a few things that we can do different. But mostly white dots on the black lines is. Did I ever do a calendar board? Yes, we did. In fact, the first one we did was I did it basically to learn how to use a ruler. And so they did each did their own. You know, they weren't real big. That one wasn't real big, but they each did their own calendar, and they drew it off with a pen and a ruler, and then I made copies of it, and they would write in the name of the month and the days each month. But it was always on the, I made copies so they could do it on their calendar that they made themselves, and they could do it, decorate it however they wanted. And my daughter did decorate hers some. My son wanted his to be um, just in just just the calendar. He didn't want it decorated. So, oh well, tell Joe thank you. Yeah, I understand, Debbie. I don't think, Kim, that I want to do dots on all the flowers. I'm not sure what I want to do. What I want to do with these though is kind of like this. I don't have much ideas beyond this, but I did think these lend themselves well to just adding white, in the petals. This canvas is making it splatter. The the white tends to splatter easier than the black. I don't know why. Okay, let's go down here and do these, then I'll turn it around to the other ones. All right, let's turn it around. I feel like that's what I'm doing all night. Turn it around. Oh, thanks, Beth. Tilt the pen, it won't splat as much. Okay. Well, I thought I had the pen tilted, but you mean go straight up? I'm going to go ahead and keep doing it the way I have since I've done that, but I'll try that on something else. I want them to all kind of look similar. Is that all of them? I think that's all the blue ones. Good night, Janice. Sleep well. Okay, I think let's start with this one because it'll probably be dry over here. I think on this one I'm going to just put in some. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. It's hard to hold it straight up. No, drag towards you. Well, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I thought that's what I was doing all along. Good night, Kim. I'm glad you came. I'm on every Monday night at 7 p.m. We'd love for you to come back. Yeah, I think so too. It makes them not look like they're just hanging out there in space. Okay, I think almost got all the orange done here. A little bit more right there. Okay. Now I got to decide. I don't think I want to do any white in these flowers, but I think I want to do something in these purple ones. Um, because they're just kind of well, they don't have any interest. These already have some interest, so but I've got to decide what to do. Oh, good, Deb. Well, get stuff out and play. These flowers were actually stamps. I just painted on the stamp and stamped them on. They were foam stamps that I used on my jelly plate. So that's how I made the flowers. 3 dots. Well, you read my mind, Holly, so that must be the thing to do. I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and do dots around here, but then I'm gonna do, let's do bigger dots. Oh yeah. Oh, not that one. Not that big. Not that big. Okay, gotta see if we can get that up at least a little bit. Okay, overdid that one a little bit. Ah, okay, I gotta have a little better control there. Yeah, I don't know, Debbie. I haven't ever tried the ones at Walmart, except I I think I once tried a gold Sharpie paint pen, but I think it's similar. Okay, don't push down, Lisa. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I can figure out what I did with my lid. Oh, I dropped it on the floor, I think. Yep, there it is. Uh, um, Debbie, this was just a drop cloth canvas I got at Home Depot, and I just cut a piece of it big enough to go on my table, and I used it as an under drop cloth for a while. But it kept, because of the, I had it on top of some papers, and my paint bottles would fall over. So I finally just decided to paint it and forget about using it as a under paper. I'm gonna just make dots with a little bit bigger Posca pen. I think that'll work. Because I was pushing down to make the dots bigger, and that's how I was messing it up. Ah, pushed down there too. And I did not intend to. Man, I never have this trouble with the black ones. Okay. Mickey Mouse is in the white flowers. Yeah, I don't want Mickey Mouse's in my white flowers. Oh, I mean, I'm not going to bring that out. Let me put it that way. If you see them, that's fine. But here's some right over here. Okay. I think that's all of those. Thanks, Julie. Now then, I need copper to put in here. So somebody said put just 3 dots of copper. And I'm kind of thinking that that's a good idea if we do the 3 dots kind of in between all those little petals. No, Janet, I'm not going to do big flowers or negative space. It's going to be this. Does that make you feel better? And 3 small dots right in the center. Yeah. Okay. Now then I'll need to find something copper that I can make my dots with. Um, I have a Sharpie pen, but I don't know how good it'll work. So we'll try it on one and then we'll see if it works or not. So what do y'all think about that? Can you even tell? Okay. Well, I thought about that too. It was just something I was going to have to dig out. So I will go dig it out. Not sure I have one that's got a tiny end on it though. Definitely not that one. Okay, here we go. And something to put my paint on. Okay. Let's see if this works better. I should have started in the middle and worked my way out. So I'm going to have to um, do some turning. I hope y'all like this because I'm just keeping on doing it. Okay, good. Good night, Teresa. Thanks for coming. Yeah, that wasn't exactly in the middle. A lot of these are not exactly in the middle. I guess that means they're turned looking in different directions, right? That's what we're going to go with. That's our story. They're not all sitting right there looking straight up. Well, that one's really off. Really off. I must be getting tired. They're definitely not precise. As long as I'm sticking to that story, I am. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to turn it around in just a second here. Okay. Turn this around. There we go. I know I'm out of frame at the moment, but I just have to work my way back in because this is bigger than than my camera is high. Well, that was crickety. I need a drink. I don't think it would be hard to sew. No. It's it's heavy material, but it definitely would go through a sewing machine. And I don't know the brand. It was just whatever was at Home Depot. I think they only had one brand of canvas drop cloth, but there may have been more than one. I just got the one that was a price that I was willing to pay, and they have a bunch of different sizes. And I don't remember what this one was. Um, but that was, the difference in price was for the size. I know I have a ton of it left over that I was just gonna, because I always intended to paint on it, after it got messed up. So I always intended to replace it with another one later. So um I have extra. Oh, sorry. Um, I'm gonna have to go in, I think, as soon as we get through done with these dots. And I'm almost done. I've just got a few more little flowers here. Hope I'll see y'all tomorrow at well, it's at my channel actually at 2. And then excuse me. Beth Schuler streams on Tuesday and Thursday nights and Saturday night, and once in a while at other times, but she's pretty consistent Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. What I can't remember exactly what time though, Beth. I'm usually late. I want to say 5:30 or 6, but I'm not positive. What time do you come on, Beth? So if you can't make it to see us tomorrow afternoon, you could watch Beth in the evening, or even if you do, actually, you could see us all. Just a minute, she'll tell us. 6:30 Eastern time. Thank you, Janet. That's what I thought, because it's 5:30 my time, and that's why I have a hard time getting there on time. So, well, that's this. I will spray it with a sealer, and I'll show it to you on Labor Day. How about that, on Labor Day? Because I'll be home by then. So I will see you all hopefully tomorrow at 2. Bye bye. Love you all.